while invisible and just go fuck, and then someone on the street's like, "The fuck was that?"
They were very nervous as well. They would drive off very quickly.
Whoa.
Whoa.
We have lost the music.
The sound of music is gone. The Nazis won.
No.
Yeah, Nazis. Nazis again.
I did not see that coming.
Is that last one just like a bunch of letters?
Yes.
Good. Part of my brain is like, read them. Try to read them out loud, and I'm like, you know what? Don't think I can.
Snickle-jiggler.
Snickle-jiggler.
Snickle-jiggler. Snickle-jiggler.
The middle I just read is like, you know, the stereotypical like blade sound in comics. Snicket.
Snick bub. Hey bub. Snick bub.
Bub.
Snicket.
Yeah, it's motherfucking Wolverine.
Pulverine.
Wolverine. He just drives a very good car. Wolverine.
Sneaky doodle.
How tall was Sif again? Came from,
I don't remember.
was she 6'2"?
She's like 6 something. Oh, I have to convert it. She's not tall enough for a troll.
She's tall enough.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
She's tall enough for a troll. She's like
Go for a
6'7" or something.
Snickery doodle.
A snicked doodle. Boy, this is taking some time.
I don't know, it sucks.
I can only imagine that Ferret has tripped over, hit his face, bounced, slammed into the car, been run over, and then exploded.
Oh god.
Because he wanted to be fast.
Holy shit.
Anything
Oh
less
my
than
God.
what I just described isn't good enough.
Let me read it for you.
Holy fuck.
Yes, please.
An ominous shrieking beep sound can be heard from the box It doesn't sound digital, but a more very, very high-pitched animal sound as a force wave hits Ferret in the back, slinging him over 55 meters, not feet, across the street towards his car. This all happens as he falls to faceplant, but instead launches a small rocket until he barrel rolls and skids on the asphalt on his back. As he looks back at the explosion, the car has literally opened up like a huge exploded soda can with a huge green tree covered in moss, and the chunky salsa mess of the two people that was inside the car. The whole surrounding street is now covered in a sickly green looking moss, and the two people that was in the blast beyond the people in the car is now frozen in a panicked, frightened expression, entirely covered in this moss. The crater is huge, and the roots from the tree expand from it and cracks the nearby asphalt violently.
Wait, yo, what?
Fucking
shit.
God.
It's
Eco-terrorism.
bomb.
It's a plant
Tree
spirit.
or some-
It's a plant spirit.
Holy shit. It's the fucking spirit from Hellboy 2.
No, but fucking wait. What?
Holy hell.
Did a tree just grow through this
Eco-terrorist.
I
car?
believe it's a nature spirit, just like, hello!
Man, I didn't know spirits were cool. I need.
Those
Wow.
spirits could
How?
become trees.
Oh boy.
Get the
Okay.
fuck out of here.
Can I see that through the car?
Boy, Dandy's gonna have a fucking day looking at the news later, just like, it appears a tree killed people. And they like, wait.
It keeps
He's gonna have
happening.
a fun time figuring
It
out.
appears the Kami are more powerful than you believe.
The police are completely baffled.
God.
What's new? As a tree. What? Nani?
Holy shit.
Good God.
Oh my God.
Boy, what the fuck?
And fast
And
cats, Eunice?
roll your body plus armor, by the way.
Oh no. Oh
Don't.
boy.
Do not die, please.
Boy,
The tiny boy exploded into a big chunk of meat.
okay, well, I have.
What was their plan here?
I think that we're just gonna fucking.
To fuck up the building with a tree?
Yeah,
No, it was an actual explosion, but out of the explosion, a tree popped up in the crater, and then spread all this sickly green moss everywhere.
Yeah.
Well, I mean,
Horrible.
Holy shit.
asphalt resistant.
Oh my god, no.
Oh my
Okay,
god, terrible.
you got flung from an explosion, and you weren't really caught in it per se, but you take it's 5 physical from just the force wave because it kind of hits you, boom, and from the asphalt you take another. If I remember my let me check my key. From the asphalt you take another 4 physical, so in a total of 9 physical damage. So you resist 3 of that.
Does it get converted to stun damage if it doesn't go over my arm? Or...
Yeah, technically, yeah, it does.
How much did you say I get?
9 in total before any reduction.
Okay.
You're pretty far out from the explosion.
6 stun damage.
Yes.
Aye.
As you like roll and hit the asphalt and almost roll over and then sound like dunk against your own car.
I've decided to send that that description of what happened to Simon and just go, Shadowrun's great.
I'll be glad to hear his reaction.
I put the very general description of that feel when someone's car explodes and a tree appears in a crater in your Shadowrun game. His response was same. And then I sent him the whole description, which he hasn't responded to yet.
He is already dead.
He's already dead. The nature spirit got him too.
So, what does Sol do in this?
Smoke a bong. Scrape up some moss and smoke it.
Yeah.
The car you sit in,
She's gonna smoke that tree.
the car you sit in, basically Ferris car, has now cracked windows, not destroyed windows, because I think you have reinforced windows, right?
I don't think so.
Okay, then they're shattered.
Totally
Oh
blown out.
my god.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Face is
Yeah,
covered
his
in
windows
moss.
are blown out. You sat inside it as glass like came all over the place. You're not damaged by it. This wasn't that much force when I hit you.
Damn.
And now you just see this huge ass, fucking terrifying ass tree with the sickly green moss and like all the
Question.
like
Is
cracks
there
in the
any blood on
buildings. Sorry?
Is there any blood on the tree?
Yeah, from the two people inside the car. The car was literally open like a exploding soda can, and the guys
That's
got
gross.
like they got chunky salsa all over the crater and roots and the tree.
This was a
It's
good
like a
idea.
red mess
Someone's
in the
hot.
middle.
Why do you think I had to roll a lot thing it for the thing? And why I was very particular about why Crawl actually pulled it or decided what to do with post-edging it or not.
You need to inform Crawl about
I
what he might have
will.
set off.
I was running around with that shit.
Yeah, imagine if you dropped it.
Imagine you drop it and you just turn into a fucking tree. A mess of tree and blood.
Jesus
Jesus.
Christ!
Yeah, there was a force explosion.
Have you ever realized we're the luckiest motherfuckers in Neo Paris? Like,
Yes.
despite our backgrounds, we're pretty fortunate.
You know, it's kind of hilarious because if Crawler would succeed pulling the wires as gently as he wanted to, that would probably be happened when all of you standing in the alley. And you know what happens with chunky salt rules if you're in like a tight space?
You get salsed.
Yeah, you get salsa because the explosion wave hits you like a gazillion times.
That feel when Bouquet and Dandy are all that's left, and like, what the fuck off?
That's why frag grenades are one of the most terrifying thing in tight corridors in this game. Or similar explosives.
Terrifying thing or an opportunity to practice your football skills?
I mean, okay.
Oh my-
So imagine if your room of 5 feet, 5 meters, 5 times 5, you know, like 5 times 5 times 5 times blah, 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 blah. Whatever, it's 5 meters in our sides, Groovy. If you throw a frag in there, it has an explosion radius of 15 meters. Which means that any extra 5 feet beyond the 50 meters, it gets some X amount of lower damage. If I remember correctly. But if the explosion would have hit a barricade or like an object that's sturdy enough to not get destroyed by the explosion, it reflects the force wave until and it reducts 1 from the damage value, and it keeps doing that until there's no damage left.
Oh no.
So if you have like a really sturdy like building or walls and you throw a grenade in it, it will basically at least jump 3 or 4 times maybe, and that's sure a frag grenade does like 16 physical or something. I don't fucking remember. So technically you would take 16 plus 15 plus 14 plus 13 damage. That's why it's called chunky salsa.
Cause you get fucked.
Yeah, it keeps bouncing together and mushing you up.
Alright, so what you're telling me is, never let a man throw a grenade at me. Ever.
At least not in tight space.
No.
Fucking, when the base damage is that high, I just want it never. Never would be fine.
I mean, frag grenades are lethal for a reason.
I mean, it probably wouldn't stop me from trying to kick it back because, I mean, in that
You can do
situation,
that
I'd
actually.
die.
You can actually do that, but it's a lot. It's very hard than just trying to. It's harder than just trying to get out of the way.
Meh.
It's
But
Dandy.
what if
that's
there's
all
nowhere to
about.
go? Also,
Yeah, you're trapped in some like fucked up murder game, and like they literally throw you in a box, and then you see a grenade, and there's a tiny itty bitty hole, like that's like almost too small for the grenade. like to get put in.